One of my cardinal rules is that, any monocausal theory of behavior is wrong, and you need to understand the biology, and you need to understand the psychology, and you need to understand the social influence, and really, you won't have a complete picture unless you consider all of them.
Today we'll be talking about the event-related brain potential.
Distinguished Professor John Allen's current research is aimed at finding brain activity that might serve as markers for depression. The study, linking behavior with observable physiological changes in the brain, might lead some people to simple answers, but he isn't having any of that.
If we found an indicator of those who are at greatest risk, could we imagine having some kind of preventative interventions that would be interventions dealing with coping strategies, support, the kinds of things that might help people through those high-risk times?
John has studied other brain behavior linkages. He is a highly regarded expert on the physiology of deception. He and a colleague are editing a handbook on emotion research describing investigative procedures and instruments. John's broad mix of technological expertise and behavioral interest applies directly to his teaching.
He is not dependent on other people to provide him the support that's necessary for so many instructors. His ability to utilize technology is unsurpassed in that regard, including interactive technologies and very large enrollment courses where students can really have a voice that otherwise they might be reluctant to take.
To let us know now, we won't be analyzing.
I think students, especially at a large university, need personal contact, and that's a challenge, but it can be met through many different kinds of methods.
John was really creative. We had clickers. The first class I ever used clickers in, so it was kind of interactive, and he just made it really fun.
John's own path to academic achievement wasn't exactly a straight line.
My father was a professor at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Grew up on campus kind of as a faculty brat, wandering around the campus. And I started there for a year, then I was out for a couple years.
Where did he go in the meantime? Where everyone else goes. John was a manager at McDonald's. And how did his professor father feel about that career choice?
I don't think that was real popular with him. I think there's the fear that every parent has that drifting out will be the end state.
But after a time, he did find a way to have it his way.
I worked with a mentor, Lauren Chapman, who was a scientist researching schizophrenia, and I think, got a passion for the idea of doing teaching and research.
The valence hypothesis is correct.
His own non-traditional experience affects his view of the classroom.
Even if you don't have any questions about the class, if you just want to talk about psychology or anything, he's open, completely open for you to talk to him.
Married to fellow psychology professor Connie Beck, he is careful to balance his family life with school.
I'll often return to work later at night to answer the emails from the students who are up late or to take care of some business, but there's a period of time around the dinner hour, before and after, that my email statistics bear out. The emails come and go, and there's just this little dip that shows no email happens here, which is an indication that I'm not working at that time. So family time is very important.